Here's your wrestling news for March 31st, 2021. And if you like what you're watching, smash that like button and give us 1,000 likes or more. And your headlines for today include WWE making major plans for fans at WrestleMania. What's the truth about Riddle's botched Raw segment? Next celebrity WWE Hall of Fame inductee announced. Concerning news regarding huge WrestleMania title match. 2 more matches leaked for WrestleMania 37 card. We're moving. NXT confirms move to Tuesday nights. WWE forces SmackDown star to delete comments. What did he say? Aleister Black accepts WrestleMania challenge. Vince said we couldn't do it. Former WWE champions reveal nixed plans for a podcast. News from WWE Hall of Fame tapings. Who didn't show up? Kenny Omega confirmed for huge Impact match on first Thursday show. Cyberbullies who harassed Hana Kimura receive shockingly low punishment. I'd be down for that match. Rhea Ripley wants 3rd superstar added to Raw Women's title WrestleMania match. Great news for Cesar Bononi and wife amid battle with leukemia, and more. We're kicking off today with news from WrestleMania 37 as the WWE is planning things very carefully around the fact that this will be WWE's first show in over a year with actual live fans. In the past, WrestleManias have always had kickoff shows which allow lower card superstars to get a taste of competing on the grandest stage of them all, but that may not happen this year. Whilst Night 1 of WrestleMania will have a kickoff show, WrestleVotes are reporting that WWE may not feature a match on that kickoff show because of the fans. The thinking is that the very first entrance back in front of fans is a big deal, far bigger than someone who is relegated to competing on the kickoff show. Speaking of the fans, there's also discussions that WWE won't even show the arena during the kickoff show, instead saving the first shot of live fans until WrestleMania fully begins. Plans could always change between now and April 10th, but obviously WWE wants to make a big deal about live fans returning, and that could make for a very interesting kickoff show for Night 1. On this week's Raw, US champion Matt Riddle had a segment with Asuka that left fans scratching their heads. After asking about if scooters are popular in Japan, Riddle said he didn't know his next line and walked off, with many fans believing this was a genuine botch. That isn't the case, according to sources in WWE, who spoke to Ringside News and said that this was a planned mistake for Riddle to make. If Riddle had genuinely flubbed his line and walked off, odds are Vince McMahon would have been livid, and fans certainly wouldn't have seen the original Bro on Raw Talk after the 3-hour show. Why WWE scripted Riddle to mess up still isn't clear, but perhaps this odd situation will be addressed ahead of Riddle's US title defense against Sheamus for WrestleMania 37. As Captain James Tiberius Kirk of the Starship Enterprise, William Shatner spent years boldly going where no man has gone before, and now that includes the WWE Hall of Fame. This week it was confirmed that Shatner will be inducted into the celebrity wing, but interestingly, won't be classed as a 2021 inductee. Instead, in WWE's statement confirming the induction, it was noted that Shatner will be inducted as part of the 2020 class, alongside JBL, the Bella Twins, Davey Boy Smith, Jushin Thunder Liger, and the New World Order. In wrestling, Shatner had a brief feud on Raw with Jerry Lawler in the mid-90s, which culminated in the actor inducting The King into the Hall of Fame in 2007. More recently, Shatner was the guest host of Raw for the February 1st, 2010 episode, and now he can add being a Hall of Famer to his list of accolades. At WrestleMania 37, The New Day will defend the Raw Tag Team titles against AJ Styles and Omos in what'll be the 7'3" Stars in-ring debut on the main roster. As you can imagine, Omos is under a lot of pressure given that his debut match will be both a title match and on WWE's biggest show. And the news about his in-ring work isn't great. During Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer said he's heard bad things about Omos's progress in the ring, adding, "They've been training him since he's been in the ring, so perhaps they've gotten him to a certain point, and look, they've got AJ with him. AJ's one of the best wrestlers in the world." WWE haven't put Omos in a match yet, and there could be a reason for that. But with the Giant sharing the ring with Styles, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods, the rookie is in good hands for his Mania debut. With WrestleMania 37 just 10 days away, there's not much time for new matches to be added to the card, but that won't stop WWE. Several sources have agreed that a women's tag team match will take place at WrestleMania, though there's conflicting reports on what that match will be. On Wrestling Observer Radio, Meltzer said the match will see the champions Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax face Lana and Naomi, Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose, and Tamina and Natalya. Meanwhile, PW Insider are reporting that the plan is for a multi-team number 1 contenders match to happen on night 1, with the winners advancing to a tag title match with the champions on night 2. Though fans expected this match to be made official on this week's Raw, that didn't happen. Though, since the champions can float between brands, it could be confirmed on this Friday's SmackDown. With conflicting reports about the plans, we'll have to see what WWE chooses, and if the company does want the match at WrestleMania, they need to announce it soon. Over to NXT next, and after months of speculation by fans, it's been confirmed that the Gold brand will be moving to Tuesday nights. In an announcement from WWE yesterday morning, it was revealed that the company will keep its TV partnership with the USA Network, but that NXT will be moving from its Wednesday time slot. Rumors of the move have been circulating since December, with the belief being that the move is due to NBC closing its sports network and moving its sports programming to the USA Network. With that said, the move also means the end of the Wednesday Night Wars, something the NXT roster is probably pleased with, given they've mostly lost in the battle for ratings to AEW Dynamite. As rumored, the move will start on Tuesday, April 13th, the first NXT after TakeOver Stand and Deliver, and time will tell how both NXT and AEW are affected by the end of the Wednesday Night War. Back to the main roster and on social media, Buddy Murphy has made it clear he's not happy with WWE, and this is more than just a storyline for the former Cruiserweight champion. It's been reported that Murphy's comments online stem from genuine frustrations with WWE, but there are some things he said that have crossed a line. Shortly after his on-screen return to SmackDown, Murphy posted a scathing comment on social media, accusing the Mysterio family of using him. On Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer addressed Murphy's comments, which was quickly deleted, saying, "Buddy Murphy, I guess, did an Instagram post trying to shoot his own angle with the Mysterios. He was ordered to delete it, and so he did." Without a story for WrestleMania, Murphy's star has fallen considerably since this time last year, and we doubt posting comments that WWE feels the need to tell him to delete is helping matters. Murphy's comment about the Mysterios isn't all he's had to say on social media recently, as with him not having a WrestleMania match, the former Cruiserweight champion is looking to make his own plans. Last week, Murphy tweeted Aleister Black, asking if the also underutilized superstar would be interested in stealing the show at WrestleMania, and now Black has responded. Responding with a picture of his in-ring gear and leather jacket, Black seemingly accepted Murphy's challenge, though fans shouldn't expect either man at WrestleMania. Not only is neither man being used, Black is also in training after taking time off to deal with minor injuries, and it's unclear when he'll be back on TV after not being used since October 2020. It's entirely possible that Black vs. Murphy would steal the show at WrestleMania 37, but with everything working against them, don't expect either man at next month's event. Even if he's not used on TV, Murphy can't even turn to Twitch or Cameo to make some extra money, thanks to WWE's rule against third-party deals that was implemented last year. This is a rule that greatly affected AJ Styles, who was a prominent Twitch user, and the rule affected a lot more than what video games he got to play. Speaking to A Couple In with Cody Jinks, Styles revealed the news that he was planning to host his own podcast before WWE's rule nixed all plans for that. He explained, "Vince said we couldn't do it anymore, which is understandable. We were taking his product and making money off of it while he's paying us to do a job. I get it and I understand it. I was literally hoping to do a live podcast. That was the direction I was hoping to go." Whilst WWE does have their own network of podcasts, a show for Styles hasn't been announced yet, and even if he does get his own show, don't expect the phenomenal one to make any money from it thanks to WWE's third-party rule. As a former WWE United States and Intercontinental Champion, Styles is already a first-ballot contender for the WWE Hall of Fame, and this week saw the 2020 and 2021 classes be inducted. Though the ceremony won't air until April 6th, WWE started taping the inductions yesterday, with some notable absences. PW Insider are reporting that despite being inductees, Jushin Liger and the Great Khali weren't present at the tapings yesterday, presumably due to the ongoing travel restrictions in place. With that said, the family of the British Bulldog were present, represented by his widow Diana Hart, Davey Boy Smith Jr., and Georgia Smith. Jerry Lawler was also present as he served as the host of the ceremony and will presumably fill the same role later today for night 2 of the tapings. Time will tell who will actually be present for their inductions, and in the case of Khali and Liger, what WWE has in store for the two legends who can't physically attend the Hall of Fame ceremony. Over to Impact, and AEW World Champion Kenny Omega has been appearing on the opposing company for some time now, and fans will soon see him make his televised in-ring debut. This was confirmed on last night's edition of Impact, as next week, Omega will team with the Good Brothers to face Impact World Champion Rich Swann, Willie Mack, and Eddie Edwards. This match will be on Impact's first show after moving to Thursday nights, a move from their Tuesday spot that some have speculated is due to NXT's move to Tuesday. This will mark Omega's in-ring debut on Impact Wrestling TV, and with a title-for-title match booked between him and Swann for April 25th's Rebellion event, fans may be seeing a lot more of Omega in the Impact Zone if he becomes a double champion. Last year, popular Japanese wrestler Hana Kimura tragically took her own life after being cyberbullied by countless viewers of the reality show Terrace House. This bullying started after Hana was instructed by the show's creators to cause an incident with another star on the show. And now, something is being done to those who harassed the wrestler. Nippon reports that the Tokyo prosecutor's office has indicted a man in his 20s for sending hateful comments to Hana that resulted in her taking her own life, but he's only been fined 9,000 yen, the equivalent of $80 or less than 60 pounds. This man wasn't the only one tweeting at Hana, but after news broke that Japanese authorities were going after those who cyberbullied her, hundreds of comments were deleted. Those who left their comments up are now starting to see their day in court, and apparently targeting someone to the point that they take their own life is worth an $80 fine. We feel that this is a disgustingly low-level punishment for what happened, and we at SlatRock continue to send our thoughts out to those who knew Hana in her life. Back to WWE, and Rhea Ripley will challenge for the Raw Women's Championship against Asuka at WrestleMania 37, a role she was put into at the last minute. It's only thanks to a misdiagnosed false pregnancy and a recent positive test that Charlotte Flair was pulled from this year's show, and according to reports, it was the Queen who was meant to face the Empress next month. Though Charlotte was backstage at Raw this week, she wasn't used, but Ripley isn't against Flair receiving a Raw Women's title opportunity during WrestleMania. Speaking to the New York Post, the Australian superstar discussed a possible triple threat between her, Flair, and Asuka, saying, "I'd be down for the match if she got added, but also in a selfish way, I really want to have a one-on-one match with Asuka. It's something that I've wanted for a long time. I've always wanted to step in the ring with Asuka, and we haven't had a one-on-one match ever." With one Raw left before WrestleMania, WWE could still add Flair to the match, though we doubt fans would be thrilled about that, and ultimately, this is Vince McMahon's call to make. And we're ending today with news from AEW, and for the past few weeks, Cesar Bononi has been pleading for help regarding his wife, who has leukemia and is in desperate need of a bone marrow transplant. Though they have a donor, her sister, she's stuck in Brazil, and right now, the marrow wouldn't arrive to the US in time to be used to help Bononi's wife. Now, Bononi has some great news to share, as he took to Twitter to reveal he's got an interview with the US Ambassador's office in Brazil, and thanked AEW's legal team for getting this interview and the fans for all their constant support. Even though Bononi isn't under contract with AEW, the company still takes care of their own, and hopefully this will be the last hurdle that the AEW star has to overcome before his wife receives the much-needed bone marrow transplant. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.